Hello YouTubers, Joshua724 here. In my previous Minecraft video, I touched upon how I was messing with some teleportation technology in IC2. I gave a brief narration in one video and shared some other amusing results that occurred during that same session in another video. During that session, I stopped work on a teleporter because I knew it would work with some tweaks, but I hadn't set up a teleporter room to act as a hub for all the teleportation locations that I would probably be putting in my world. However, after a viewer posted a question asking me if I had fixed it, I decided to post a short video about two different ways I found that you can create your own teleportation teleportation hub for your Minecraft world. Okay, right here I have, well, it's actually two different systems set up. You can see by that button right there, you press it, and it activates the teleporter. With these two, it's sort of a back and forth. Let's say this is the receiving end and this is the transmitter end. You go through there, it sends you over to that location, add one teleporter, and then the teleporter next to that will send you to this one. Well, let's show you how it works. Basically, well, here is the MFE. Well, in fact, this is an MFE. It doesn't have as much power as an MFSU, which proves that you don't need an MFSU just to be able to power a teleporter. This will work perfectly fine. I had thought that I would need to set up a redstone switch, but seeing as how the MFE has its own switch system that you can use, by way of right here you can see it's right now except for redstone behavior, nothing. Huh, okay. I thought I would need to set up for well, here there's nothing. Oh, okay. Well, well, you can see it works. Not what I was intending, but it's currently active, and let's see, it's currently set to emit if full, and right now it's full. Emit if partially full, emit if partially filled or empty, emit if partially if empty, do not output energy, do not output energy unless full, and nothing. As you can see, when I had switched it to emit energy of full, because it was full of energy, it was suddenly starting to emit power. However, I set a stone there to set a button. Then I step on the teleporter, press the button, and it sends me to this location. Now it's not going to send me back to the other location because this button isn't activated to activate the energy storage device to send energy to the teleporter, unless I press this button again and I'm back over here. Well, that's one method. It's basically the switch keeps it from going back and forth rapidly between the two teleporters, as you had seen in another video I had made. Now, that's one method. Now here's the other one. That lever keeps this teleporter on, so if I walk into it, suddenly I'm right here. I walk into this one, it sends me right next to this one. And that's basically one method that you can use. The teleporter stays active. However, if you have animals in your base, like over here, it may not be a good thing. Also, and I'm not sure if this actually happens, there is a possibility of bad NPCs going through the teleporter. Well, let's see if that's even possible. What am I doing? Let's see. Zombie. Let's see if this will work. Spawn zombie. Did it spawn a zombie? Oh, I guess it did. Or did it? It's hard to tell what it did. So let's put one right there. Nudge him over a little bit. I definitely hear something going on. However, when I'm over here, I don't see anything. guess bad NPCs can't go through. However, if you like to be cautious, this seems to be the most ideal thing. You press a button, the teleporter sends you over to your destination, and the destination isn't active because the button isn't pressed. That makes it the most economical because it doesn't stay active, so that it sends you back and forth between the devices, and it saves power at the energy storage device located underneath the stone. Now, the one downside I see is that you have to have a stone right next to the teleporter in order to use it. But if you don't really mind that all that much, then there you go. Two different ways to use the teleportation system. One thing I almost forgot to mention was, in order to get those three to work, I had to have these three. One was for the one I would go back and forth to each other with the press of a button. One was one going in one direction, and the other was the other going in the other direction. However, it suddenly occurred to me I didn't check to see if one could link two teleporters to teleport to one, because, well, in all likelihood it would be, well, let's see how best I can describe this to you. Now, obviously, let's say that this is a home base. We got mine quarry A and mine quarry B. Home base is going to have a whole circle of teleporters around it that would go off to different mine quarries around the location. However, these mine quarries all around the area should only have to go to one teleporter, by the fact that they all have teleporters at their location that will be frequency linked by one of these devices to go to a central point. Now, they should only have each one of these have a outgoing device that should only have to link to the one incoming device at this location. However, it's a matter of whether or not the one teleporter can have all these outgoing teleporters that will link to the central incoming portal. Now, right here I have two active portals. I have it set up so that, well, basically I destroyed one of the portals at the other end and link these two to just the one. Now, this should mean that this is two different quarry locations. They're able to link to the one incoming location, which would be suppose our base's basement, let's say. Okay, that one gets there. And that one has put me there as well. So that works. Now, one thing I am wondering about is, once the teleporters are connected, do we really need these frequency transmitters to stay around? Well, there's only one way to find out. Trash a couple of them. And now, will these things still work? Well, that one is transporting. Let's see if this will do it. I think this is the one that I didn't destroy yet. And now, well, that works. So, as much as, well, the only reason why this puzzled me is because, as I was researching this talks about how the frequency transmitter is capable of manipulating the teleporter's controls, or connections. When you go to teleporter A, it will say frequency transmitter linked to teleporter, and you go to B, it says teleporter link established. Now, that means that you connect teleport A to teleporter B, but does that mean that the frequency transmitter, that thing, needs to stick around? Now, it appears that all it is just a tool that you use during the time of which you are creating the connection. So, it does not look like it is necessary for two teleporters to stay connected just by having that thing around. So there you go.